What's up, guys? Nito here, and welcome back. So, I want to talk about the Atlas strategy that I've been doing that has been working out really well for me. And it's basically focused on two things: Rogue Exiles and Tormented Spirits. So, every Rogue Exile we have is going to be possessed by a Tormented Spirit with this. And then over here, Unrelenting Torment, we're going to get more quantity of items dropped by possessed monsters. And, just we basically take all of the tormented spirit nodes on the tree and all of the rogue exile nodes as well. So sometimes the boss is going to have a bunch of rogue exiles around it. Um, sometimes we're going to have, actually, sometimes we're going to have extra rewards from rogue exiles, stuff like that. And then the other thing we're doing is we're focusing on generating scarabs. And mainly the thing we want is significant troves, which says unique monsters in your map have 200% increased chance to drop scarabs. And rogue exiles and ghosts are both unique enemies. So they're going to have just a much higher rate to drop scarabs. So you're going to have lots of scarabs dropping. We take some extra scarab chance here and up here as well. And then we also have um, chance to drop specific scarabs. So right now I'm using Anarchy and Reliquary. So that's kind of what I have there. And then chance to find less common scarabs as well. And Final Map Boss also has chance to drop scarabs. So lots of investment into scarab stuff. And then we're basically disabling every league mechanic. And that's also going to disable scarabs for those mechanics to dropping. So we're just going to get more scarabs funneled into these two types, which are the types that we want. And then the last thing we're doing is we're using a couple of the Necropolis nodes, not all of them, but the main ones you want are Devout Pursuit, which is going to increase the chance of getting the Devoted modifiers, which are the beneficial modifiers. And then all our modifiers are going to be one tier higher, so that's both the beneficial and the negative modifiers. So this is good and bad. Like if you can't handle the negative modifiers, like this is a problem. We're also increasing the effect of the modifiers a bit. So the downside is heavier, but so is the upside. And I've had maps where I generate like 50 raw chaos just from having the right setup with the Necropolis. So it is actually pretty powerful if you do it the right way. And the last thing that we're doing is just because rogue exiles can get really spicy, especially when they're all ghosted and buffed up. Sometimes you just want some help. So Einhar, if you do Mighty Hunter, he deals 1,000% more damage to unique monsters in your map, which is pretty good. And he can help you just kind of carry you through the map. So we just do that. We take like some extra chance to get Einhar on the map. So yeah, he shows up and just helps out basically. Yeah, so I mean the build I'm playing right now is a Fire Tornado Chieftain, so it's okay. It's not the strongest build in the world, so you'll see like it might struggle a little bit, and it does die fairly often doing this type of farming, but it's I don't know, it works well enough, and I am like doing tier 16s and stuff, so um, it's fine. Um, but yeah, okay. So the other thing that's really important, so this scarab right here, Reliquary Scarab of Overlords, is extremely good because it guarantees a unique item drop from every unique monster. And we're going to have a ton of Rogue Exiles in the map. And Ghosts are also unique, so we get both those dropping unique items. And then the Anarchy Scarab of Gigantification is giving you a 30% chance, and you can use two of them. So you get 60% chance to create a rogue giant. And basically it just replaces a rogue exile with a larger version of the rogue exile. And when you kill that larger version, it splits into two smaller versions. And then when you kill those two smaller versions, they split again into two even smaller versions. So basically every gigantic rogue exile is going to be 7 exiles in your map. And so 7 unique mobs and 7 guaranteed unique items. And because we have all these guaranteed unique items, quantity I don't think does a whole lot for us because you're always just getting one unique item. So I'm taking Meticulous Appraiser here to convert quantity into rarity at 300% of the value, which I believe should apply to the unique items that drop and hopefully give you rarer unique items. I don't know for sure that that's how it works. I'm just kind of hoping that it works that way. I don't really know how you could test that specifically, other than just kind of eyeballing it and seeing like if you're getting better stuff, which it seems like I am, but it is honestly kind of hard to tell. But if anybody has some additional insight there about that node, like, let me know. I would be curious to hear more about it. But yeah, for now, I'm trying that out and seems to be working okay. So yeah, I'll just do a quick example map and just kind of see how it goes. Okay, so nothing too crazy from our Necropolis. You generally want the better modifiers up at the top because these are all sorted by pack density, so highest at the top and lowest at the bottom. So that just means there's going to be a lot more packs of the Lunaris Zealots than there are the Chrome-infused Croakers, so you can put like the bad mods down at the bottom and the good mods up the top usually. And then you also want to pay attention to these symbols here. So the minus modifier tier is generally bad for the devoted modifiers because it makes them less valuable, but it's good for the negative modifiers because it makes them less bad, essentially. But in this case, it doesn't matter too much what we do here. Yeah, I mean, this should be fine. Let's just go in. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so right off the bat, you have one of the giant exiles. And then you can see he split into two more. And then each of those are going to split again. Every time they're going to drop uniques. On the screen, my computer is kind of freaking out right now, but so when you pick up corpses, there's a chance that it releases a spirit, and if you kill the spirit, obviously it's going to drop even more uniques. Come back here. Boss real quick. Oh, and we got boss surrounded by spirits, so that's when things get really spicy. Oh, maybe a little bit too spicy. Sometimes the bosses just like become completely unkillable, and you kind of just have to, you know, deal with it. Cool. Let's try this again. one more time. I don't think I care about my EXP bar. Oh my god, he's so fast. Holy shit. Alright, yeah, that's... He's got like 8. He's got like 8 ghosts. Alright, yeah, so that is pretty much the strategy. As you can see, it's just kind of dumping uniques all over the place, and nothing too crazy this time, but it's a very fun farming strategy, and definitely recommend checking it out. As long as your build can actually handle doing ghosted bosses and rogue exiles and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time.